Which would make sense.
That's his house behind him.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good morning.
First of all, thank you very much for letting us be here for today and present Quilts of Valor to some more deserving veterans, and we appreciate it. We are from Pekin Patchwork Pals. I'm Jan Brown and kind of run the volunteer part of Quilts of Valor. Some of the ladies are here that's actually made your quilts today, so I have a little presentation to read, and I promise there's no test afterwards. I tell everybody that. But first of all, what we do is we volunteer for a national organization, which is the Quilts of Valor. It was founded years ago by a Blue Star mom. Her name was Catherine Roberts, and she did this after her son Nathaniel's year-long deployment to Iraq. It was the inspiration for her and her desire to see that all returning warriors were welcomed home with love and gratitude that they deserved. These are what makes up Quilts of Valor. Our foundation represents one human being reaching out and touching another without judgment, reaching out without acceptance, and with an acknowledgement of service to our nation in all conflicts. Not all wounds are seen from the outside. Many of our service members return with unseen wounds, and we know that quilts can heal. The Quilt of Valor is not a charity quilt. It's not a blanket. It consists of 3 layers. The top of the quilt, with its many colors, shapes, and fabrics, represents the individuals that we are. The batting is the center of the quilt. Its warmth represents our hope that this quilt will bring comfort, peace, and healing to the individual receiving it. The backing is the strength that supports all of the other layers. It represents the strength of the recipient, the support of his or her family, and all of our communities and our nation. And let's not forget the stitches that hold all of this together. That represents the love and the gratitude and the tears of the maker. We want this quilt to bring you a message from your heart. We honor you for your service. We honor you for leaving all that you hold dear to stand in harm's way in a time of crisis. We know that freedom is not free. The cost of our freedom is the dedication of lives of men and women like you, and this quilt is meant to say thank you for your sacrifice. At this time, I'll call the names. The first one that we would like to call up would be Dean Preston, World War II.
Yeah. What did you want to do? Anything?
Sure, come on up by your picture if you would like.
She wants you to go up by your picture.
Can one person do it? Or you want everyone?
Next one is Bill Anderson.
Can you hold that? This is first. Just stand here. Look good.
That good?
They want to take your picture. Please do. Please do.
That's a beautiful quilt.
I didn't make it.
I thought you did. I didn't want to get in there and blow their picture. I said,
Sandy's here.
Okay.
why get a flag?
I need it special for you.
You gonna put it on me?
This one was actually made by Sandy or Bill.
I made it.
Was it?
Oh, yeah, that'll be right.
Okay, look this way, you two. Bill, this way.
It's gonna be.
Next one is John Abel.
Should we sit
This
down?
one was actually made by Joe Guy.
It'll be hot. Yeah, you go. There you go.
Make it feel here a little bit.
Hold that one. I wish you could do this if I can figure out the top of it. I would stitch it down.
Yeah, Sandy.
Okay, let's see. Sometimes the back is as pretty as the front. Is that the front of it? Oh, upside down. Yeah, there's a person there. Okay, so let me go to this side of you.
Okay.
So that when I take your picture, this is you back down, right?
Correct.
This skinny young thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
This quilt was made by Joe Godby.
Thank you, Joe.
you're welcome. Get your picture? Okay.
How about I set it over there on the chair?
Okay.
Is that okay?
So,
Okay.
thank you.
Let me fold you up and she'll say the next one.
John Vaughn.
Sit down.
Okay.
Yeah.
This quilt actually comes from Minnesota. There are a group of ladies up there that make the quilts and send them all over the United States.
Very
Well,
good.
thank you.
Everyone is unique, like each of you.
Very thankful.
And Cecil Miller,
Now you can go to sleep.
You got your blankie.
Come on, you can do this. I know. It's not my help.
I just give it to you.
Oh, okay.
Cecil's quilt is also made in Minnesota.
There you go. Very
Lots of talent there.
all the different takes on them, the different ways that they're.
That was made by a Swede, Cecil.
It has a quilt label with your name on it.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Probably up there.
Then as our guest of honor, Jay Zimmerman, who has already received his quilt, but we asked him to bring it today and stand with us today.
And Sandy made this for me. Sandy?
Sandy.
Sandy?
What?
Thank you.
Thank you for your.
Thank you.
Sandy made this quilt as well.
Oh, that's real cool. Sandy's my daughter's godmother.
These
Kinda hoping there was a
quilts
connection.
are meant to offer you comfort and to remind you that although family and friends cannot be with you at all times, you are forever in our hearts. For those of us that have never seen combat or been in a war zone, these experiences are far beyond our capacity to comprehend. We like to think, as we sew your quilt of valor, that we are sewing into it little bubbles of love, care, and gratitude. It is our hope that when you experience dark times, or you need the warmth of a grateful hug, you will wrap your quilt around you so these bubbles will burst and provide you with our comfort, love, and strength. Your Quilt of Valor is the highest award that we can bestow upon you, and we want you to keep this quilt with you as a tangible reminder that there are thousands of women and men across this land that are forever in your debt. All Quilts of Valor awarded have a label on the back of the quilt with the recipient's name and date, and makers of the quilt as well. We hope that this quilt will become your legacy to be passed down to those future generations in your family so they know of your sacrifice to defend and keep not only their country, but the freedom of other countries around the world. We are proud to say that we have covered over 290,000 of our veterans with Quilts of Valor, and we have many, many more to go. We can only do this one quilt at a time. We will never know the depth of your sacrifice to protect and defend the United States of America, but as a gesture of gratitude from a grateful nation, we ask that you please accept your Quilt of Valor, and we want to thank you for your service. For all of those that have served in Vietnam, Quilts of Valor honors them with a big welcome home. So thank you, gentlemen, much appreciated.